Welcome to Empirical Pre-Pod.
I'm so upset.
Yeah, I can't believe you did this.
Me neither. I'm embarrassed even. So we're back. Me and Courtney are back for what should be episode 5, but I noticed after quote unquote recording episode 4, I never turned the mics on. So we lost episode 4.
It was a good one too. It was so sad.
It was.
I feel like I can say that even though
you can't prove it.
Yeah.
I agree. No, it was really good. And I had a couple of poignant points that I was like, oh yeah, that'd be cool for people to hear that, because I'm arrogant, I guess. But I'm like, oh, no, nobody's gonna ever hear that.
Yeah, and then you go through the whole anticipation process.
Yeah.
Then we finally sit down together to do it, and then at the end we're like, yeah, that was awesome.
And then 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, also that didn't record.
Yeah.
So
it's like
suck on that.
Kick in the dick if I had a dick.
It is 100%. It's a kick in the balls. That's way worse.
Okay, I just they're interchangeable to me. Same
What?
thing. I know they're not the same thing, but
Yeah.
dick balls.
It's not gonna hurt you.
You can't kick one and not hit the other, right?
You can. If you just graze a ball sack, you're gonna throw up.
Oh.
But if you kick in the dick, you're fine.
Okay.
That's a quick anatomy lesson for you.
All right.
So what I thought we could do is we'll recap what the last episode was supposed to be, real quick, and it was it was a lot of the same. To be honest,
I'm so sad now. I'm just thinking about it. Like now I feel a little.
Yeah, I've only been doing this for like 3 years, so I'm still stupid, I guess.
Don't say that.
But yeah, I've still been making the breakfast casseroles, and I've been actually doing pretty well with the eating part. I quit the gym because I just didn't see the value.
You weren't going.
Well, right, and that's why I didn't see the value.
Yeah, yeah.
I wasn't going. I used a massage chair twice, and I did go with you the one time when I did the treadmill. And then I couldn't walk afterwards.
Yeah, it's like getting off a boat.
I didn't know that happened.
Yeah,
It was weird because it took 2 days for that to go away.
Oh my God, really?
It's so
That's
stupid.
not normal.
Yeah. Well, I was still pretty gross then. I was still pretty gross, but I was grosser then. So I wasn't really used to the movement. But
yeah, maybe it gave you vitiligo or something.
Isn't vitiligo skin disease?
Yeah, that's what I have. Vertigo is what I'm thinking of.
Vitiligo. Do you have that?
I have vitiligo. Yeah,
Does it affect your whole body? Or just parts?
Oh, it's all over.
Does it move, or does it just? It is what it is.
It eventually the where there's still melatonin or melanin or whatever it is in your skin. Eventually that just will turn white.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually I'll be all.
Does it not? It doesn't tan or change anything?
So it does. The part that still has pigment does tan, but around it all burns. So the part that doesn't have any pigment anymore, that's just albino skin.
So you were talking before we got on about how you're pale. Are you actually pale, or is it?
Yeah, you can see the difference. See where I'm pale.
Oh, okay,
and
yeah.
Spots are.
Yeah.
So yeah, but my spots, where my regular skin color is, that still tans. So it's in the summertime, it's way more noticeable. The vitiligo is
right. Well, because you just get all crispy and the
yeah,
rest
I
of
look like
still...
a leopard.
I don't know. That's kind of cool.
I guess I don't think it's cool at all.
Better than being a cougar is a leopard.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm so. Oh, I can't believe that happened.
I know. I'm embarrassed.
It's all right.
I'm really upset about it.
It's
but
all right.
It is what it is. Do you want to fill us in with what you had said?
Yeah, I guess. So what happened with me in this point is I am really busy with work.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of things come in all at once, and it's kind of been taken up from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. So I have not been prioritizing the meal prepping, exercising, being careful with what I eat. Literally, I had fast food like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Now,
don't
when you
ever
say fast food, what do you eat?
McDonald's I had.
What do you get at McDonald's?
Oh, what did I get? I feel like I got like a double cheeseburger meal
Yeah.
and maybe some chicken nuggets.
Okay, so all things that are breaded and
Yeah,
comes with
everything.
French
I mean,
fries.
is there anything good there?
Well,
that
so
you can't
like,
eat?
I would go and get a double cheeseburger. I haven't, but in the past I would get a double cheeseburger with just no bun.
Oh, I can
And
do
no
that other
ketchup.
places, but not McDonald's.
Yeah.
Other places that have like substantial burgers, like Wendy's, that's really
Yeah,
good.
that's true.
Culver's,
Yeah.
but not McDonald's. McDonald's, like if you're eating McDonald's, just fucking eat McDonald's. man.
You know what? I will not disagree with that.
Yeah. No, I was going through. Damn, I feel like I told everybody all this, but I was going through like, just not being home and out of the house for hours and hours and hours, and not having the time to grocery shop because I'm working during all normal business hours and
Right. Yeah.
just a lot of stuff. So definitely fallen off. Have not been to the gym.
How do you
not having a
do you
good-
grocery? Do you literally go to the grocery store and grocery shop so
Yeah.
that it takes time?
Yeah.
Like you don't just pick your stuff up?
No.
That'd be too easy.
Yeah, it costs money, right?
No.
I don't know.
You buy it all online and then you just go pick it up and places to get it. You can have it delivered. That costs money, but to just go pick it up is free.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really for that either way because I kind of want to. I like to grocery shop and pick out my own stuff.
I definitely think that there's
It's like grounding to
yeah,
me.
well, there's like that, and I think also like especially like whenever I buy grapes or any kind of produce,
Yeah.
and I see the garbage they throw at me, and I'm like, you dicks.
Well, that's the thing. Like that's half my groceries is
Yeah.
produce. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, I like to
See what you're buying.
run my own ship.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things we had mentioned in the Now Lost episode was when we started, we kind of talked about how when you try to focus on yourself, life throws everything at you at once.
Yeah.
Almost like a test of commitment.
Yeah, and
And
how
then-
this journey, we knew that starting out, we knew
Yeah.
that this journey would require a lot of work and a lot of planning and a lot of effort and time management and all that. And
I think we've been lucky enough, at least for me, I feel fortunate and lucky enough to have you to lean on.
same
Like the
to
whole
you.
point of why we kind of wanted to do this in the first place.
Yeah.
It's an accountability thing, but it's also, I don't know. It's like there's like a partnership there where it's like I don't feel like I'm doing it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought I would just feel like, oh, I don't want to let Courtney down, but I don't feel that way. Probably because you and I have that enough for ourselves of not wanting to let ourselves down.
Yeah.
But it's more like, oh, I have a partner that I can lean on and talk to about my wins as well as my struggles. And I think that that's been critical. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, I appreciate you for that too. I feel like every time we talk about stuff, it's like, yeah, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's such a tragedy to have lost this episode. It makes
I
me laugh
know.
because last season I talked about it with Amy. She had mentioned she let the cat out of the bag that you and I once recorded a 10-episode podcast
Mm-hmm.
that we never released,
Mm.
and that was then lost. So I have a history of losing important things.
Yeah. I just can't believe at this stage in the game we're still doing that, Tim.
Yeah, no, I'm embarrassed. Like,
I'm just kidding. I'm totally just
I
kidding.
should hang up my mic.
I'm just bummed out because I feel like we nailed it.
We did. And this is nothing.
I know. I feel like this one's stupid so far.
Yeah. You know what? Let's
Yeah, we should stop being
yeah,
stupid.
let bygones
Wasting
be.
people's time.
Let
Yeah.
bygones be gone, and we'll just move forward.
Okay.
So we're still having some struggles. I gave up on the gym. I committed to trying it. That's all I ever did in the first place. I don't feel bad about stopping going to the gym. It makes sense. You know what it was? Is there was 2 weeks where I couldn't afford the meat I wanted,
Okay.
and it was when I was paying the gym membership.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I'd rather have meat than go to the gym.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I still have been focused on is eating well. If I had to pick between eating well and working out, I want to eat clean and healthy.
Yeah. That's the most important thing. I think.
First.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping the other stuff will slowly fall in, which it has. One of the things I haven't done it yet, but I finally got the genuine urge and desire to go throw discs again.
Ooh.
And it's been so long.
I love that.
Yeah, and I really am looking forward to doing that. And
Yay.
that's our transition now into our 5th episode here is like that's where I'm at now.
Awesome.
Is like I feel really good. You know, I've lost some weight. In our final episode in 2 weeks, we'll get our measurements and our final weigh-ins and stuff. But now I feel like I've got everything dialed in. Like you saw that picture I sent you of my little loaves.
Yeah.
I've transitioned
They
from
look so good.
I was crock potting my little breakfast casseroles, which I said they're, you know, it's a dozen eggs, various meats. I've done hot sausage. I've done these were diced ham. Next week I'm doing gyro and a feta.
Oh, wow.
So like they're so good. But I've been crock potting them and then cutting them into 4, so I'm getting about 3 eggs a day.
Mm-hmm.
And I found 4 little tiny loaves because it wasn't cooking completely. It was starting to burn. And then the middle would still be a little less cooked than I would like.
Yeah.
So I found these little loaves at my house, and I just made 4 loaves of eggs and baked them.
Yeah.
And they cook much better that way.
And they look so good.
And what's crazy is each one of those is a meal.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it's the same amount and broken into the same amount,
Yeah.
eating it as a loaf, it feels so heavy.
Like way more filling.
It feels way more filling.
Huh.
It's almost like your brain's like, oh, this is a loaf of bread, but it's just eggs.
Huh. Yeah, wow.
It's been really crazy because I've noticed that's the biggest thing I've noticed over the last few weeks is I'm eating a lot less than I normally would.
Yeah.
But I don't feel bad. Like I'm sure if I looked at calorie wise, it's probably something to pay attention to, but I don't feel like I'm missing anything or hungry. And I used to be hungry all the time or eat out of boredom. And now I'm like, I come home after my first shift and eat my little loaf, and then I'm good. And then by the time I get back from my second shift around 4 or 5, I'll have some dinner, and then I'm like, that's really it.
Awesome.
A little bit of snackies here and there with some almonds and some cheese sticks.
Okay.
Like,
sounds awesome.
Yeah,
You are killing it, dude. That's
I
awesome.
feel really dialed in.
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so happy and excited for you.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I've lost enough weight where like I feel able to move. I'm not, like even just sitting here, like, you know, you can tell I'm just not even breathing as heavy as I normally would. Like, you know, anybody who's ever listened to the show can hear that.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, is that because we listened to the first couple? I was like, is that me breathing? It has to be, right?
It's both of us.
Okay,
but
great. Yeah, awesome.
Well, because you want to be close to the mic, but like it's probably mostly me, just because I've got that little. I was 365 pounds when we started.
Well, I'm just wondering, am I a louder breather than I think?
I don't think so. I've never heard it, but those are also like somewhat edited down to control some of that. Also.
Jeez. Okay, great.
What did you listen to it on? Yeah.
I just listened to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's more predominant on the headphones, obviously.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, how has your eating been then over the last couple weeks?
Well, so I went, a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks without eating that well and not going to the gym. But the last 2 weeks, I have been back to working out.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's going well. The eating, not so much. I'm still totally cheating. I'm trying to eat way more protein. I feel like I am doing okay, but I'm still like allowing myself to cheat. And I don't know. I do know. I feel like I was thinking about it on the way here, and it's like, I'm a full blown addicted to sugar.
Yeah.
Like I treat it the same way. Like if it's out of sight and out of mind, I do well. But if it's around, I think about it like so much. Like it's the first, like if I'm annoyed or stressed out, like instead of like, I used to smoke cigarettes, but now I don't smoke cigarettes. It's like, I want candy, like, I don't know. I definitely have that. And so that's been a struggle still, is fighting off that sugar craving
keep sugar
and
in the
addiction.
house?
No, but my kids always have something that I can mosey into their room and grab some Nerds gummies or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Those aren't even good candies.
I know. That's the problem. It's like, I don't even care. Like, I'm
Yeah.
eating dumb shit like Smarties. Like,
Yeah. Oh.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like just that. It's like, why am I doing this?
Kind of
Like,
goes back to like if you're gonna eat McDonald's, eat McDonald's. If you're gonna eat candy, at least get good candy.
no, I know. But it's like, I'm not like going to the store to buy it, but it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I'll eat this or.
So one of the things we did talk about on the Lost episode is a little cheat that I do
Yes.
with which I think you do really well at. I think it's very helpful.
I'm gonna try it.
It's the heavy whipped cream can. Well, from Walmart, it's the blue can. It's the because they have a red can and a blue can,
Yeah.
and the blue can has less in it,
Okay.
so, which I just prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only got 1 gram of sugar in it. Now, that's up to you how you're going to do that because it does have upwards of 60 servings. There's only like a tablespoon
Yeah.
is a serving, which
Yeah.
is just a quick spritz in the mouth.
Yeah.
Is fantastic. But to me, it curbs that sugar addiction, like when you're having a real hard craving.
Yeah.
And that is very satisfying.
Yeah.
So I always keep one of those on hand, and I think that's helped me a lot. Because it doesn't feel you don't feel like garbage afterwards like you would if you're like eating a bunch of candy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I always keep like dark chocolate in the house
Yeah.
because it's like,
But
oh,
it's
if
so
I'm
bitter.
gonna cheat, yeah, it's like if
Gross.
I'm gonna cheat, eat this, but it's like,
Yeah.
and some, you know, it's like, don't get me wrong, I do still eat dark chocolate, but it's like that just doesn't hit like some like gummy like Jolly Ranchers do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's also I have a recipe for these paleo energy balls that are delicious, and they've got almond flour and flaxseed meal and unsweetened coconut flakes and almond butter, and then little dark chocolate pieces. I use vegan chocolate pieces.
Yeah.
And you rub. And there's no cook. You just put them together, mix it up,
Yeah.
and it's also incredibly
Yeah.
delicious.
That reminds me of, it makes me think about how I think maybe I'm really struggling to get into ketosis.
Sure.
And I feel like you are kind of in ketosis if you're finding yourself not hungry as much.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is like satisfying. Like I'm still like freaking sugar burner bullshit, you know? I need to get into that switch. And actually just this week, I checked like, because for women, cycling women, you should be mindful of what time of the month you're menstruating.
Sure.
Or what time of the month you're fasting. So you have to check with like where your menstruation cycle is and all that. So there's parts of your cycle where it's like totally okay. Like go 72 hours if you want, like balls out. And there's other times where it's like, don't go more than 14, but I am starting to think about maybe I try to get more into like another fasting schedule just because I'm having such trouble switching my body over.
I think I kind of accidentally do intermittent fasting, or maybe not. Maybe I just don't understand it because like I said, I eat breakfast. That's around 9, and then I eat dinner at around between 4 and 5, and that's it. So I'm done
that's a
eating
great
by
schedule.
5 or 6, and don't eat again until
like 16 to 18. If you could do that daily, that's like so good for you because that's when your body gets into autophagy. That's when it starts burning off like the dead cells and kicking out all the bad shit. Yeah. So it's just I don't know. I was like doing a lot of fasting, and then it was like, hey, you're getting your blood sugar's dropping too much. Don't fast as much, So it's like, then I stopped, and then it's like, oh, I'll just start eating at 9 a.m., know, and then I'm still eating dark chocolate at 9 p.m. Like, don't do that. Like, I need to get into more of like a fasting schedule. Just because I need to switch over. I feel like when I am in ketosis, I don't crave the sugar. I'm way more not like hungry, I can get on a better schedule.
What kind of things do you snack on though, like besides the dark chocolate and the candy?
Like I'll make myself like a piece of toast. Or something like that. Like shit that like I know will definitely spike my insulin. You know what I mean?
Carby.
Like, it's like, this is shit that's going to spike your insulin right up. There's no chance of you hitting ketosis for the next however many hours.
Right.
Like dumb shit like that. Like I'll grab a handful of granola. Like that's not okay.
That's also all carby.
Yeah. It's like that. It's that kind of stuff.
like I said, my secret go-tos that are not a secret at all is cheese sticks.
Yeah.
They're delicious.
Yeah. I like cheese sticks, but I try not to eat so much dairy.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
Um,
It's like, oh, then I'll just shove carbs down my throat. Oh, that's better. Yeah, no, I
well,
don't.
some people it can really make you sick if you have an aversion to the dairy. I would pivot then to, does goat cheese affect you the same way?
No, and I do like goat cheese a lot.
Goat cheese
But
is delicious.
but like, does cheese really satisfy my cravings for sugar? I don't know.
Well, this would be
There
separate.
is a lot of sugar in dairy, though.
It will be separate because it's, first you have to separate the craving of sugar versus just wanting to snack, because those can easily just plug together.
Yeah.
So that's where you have to kind of find out first is,
What am
all right,
I? Okay, now I get what you're saying. Like, what am I snacking? So what am I grabbing? Like,
right, you're grabbing sugary, carby things,
yeah,
and then you keep wanting to eat more of that.
yeah,
So if you pivoted to one of the things I always loved is getting, because you can get pepperonis from the deli.
yeah. No, I love all that stuff. But I
Pepperoni
feel like
and
when I
goat cheese
do,
is so
that's
good.
I do, and I do love all that stuff. But I get so like sick of that.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And then that's the hard part of like, that's why it's like the addiction. It's like
That's
calling
one of
my
the
name.
things that I'm lucky on, is how boring I am. Because if I find something that's delicious, I'll eat it forever.
Yeah.
Since we started this, for almost 3 months, I've been going to the meat market every week and just getting like 2 to 3 pounds of chicken breast
Yeah.
and doing stuff with it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I'm
Yeah.
not sick of it. I love it. I love it so much. The breakfast casserole, like there's some I like better than the others,
Mm-hmm.
but between like breakfast sausage, I tried one with bacon that I hated. The diced ham is really good. I'm super stoked. The next week's gonna be Euro feta.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm not sick of those either, and I get burned out on eggs really fast.
Yeah. I had
But
to
when
take
they're
a break
made
from
this
eggs.
way, it's like it's
back
just
on, but-
different. It just feels like a whole different thing.
Yeah.
And it's so, I was talking to my sister, like my sister and Mike are foodies. Like she watches all the cooking and baking shows. She's an amazing baker. Mike's an amazing cook. Like, but they're like snobby. I would, not for real, but I consider them snobby because I grew up eating shit out of a microwave and all garbage.
Yeah.
But I've noticed when I started, as I've been cooking for myself since we've been doing this and really making stuff and paying attention to it like from scratch,
Yeah.
I taste all the ingredients in it. It tastes so different. Like, and I'm like, oh, this is like what good food is supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Instead of just eating to eat, like, I'm like, oh, I sit down, I make sure I take the time, which is another thing I never did.
Yeah.
I would always eat in my car, on the go. I hate making time to sit down and eat, but since I've done it, I'm focused on it, and that also is helping my body process it and take it in as well. And I'm like really noticing, like, when I make a sauce, like, oh, I can taste the butter and the garlic that was the base of this sauce.
Yeah.
Even though there's like other things in it, like you can taste every little piece.
Yep.
And I've never had that before because I never thought about food.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I still don't like food prepping and cooking.
Yeah.
But that's a really cool thing.
Yeah. No, I totally know what you mean. My son likes to cook things that are like different a lot and things that I've never tried, but when he makes stuff, it's like, wow, like I didn't think I'd like this with sun-dried tomatoes, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, that actually is awesome. Or the spinach that, that he's putting in there. Like, I didn't think I liked cooked spinach, but in this pasta that he makes, it's so good.
Right.
So yeah, I totally know what you
You
mean.
just have him.
And
making you healthy meals.
I was never one to really like be a good cook,
Right.
or experiment with cooking or any of that. So, definitely cooking a lot more for myself, instead of just like cooking for the kids or like basic whatever. I make myself eggs in the morning, and I meal prep like a nice salad the night before and stuff like that. So
Do you think you would benefit, or would it be not? Wouldn't it would just be silly to Sunday? Because Sunday or Monday, I'll make the thing and the two things, and I'm good for 4 days.
yeah, no, I can do that. I don't get sick of stuff like that. I can't eat stuff over and over again. It's just making the time to do that, and the budget. It's extra. It's extra. So if I make myself, something meat wise to snack on, that's extra stuff that's like not going towards our meals.
I mean, potentially. I mean, if the kids eat eggs, like you can make a breakfast casserole like I make and just split it for the week.
They won't. They don't.
That would at least cover your breakfasts.
True. No, that's true. But I just make it fresh every day. The breakfast, at least.
Yeah.
But other stuff like no, I can totally meal prep like taco meat, and like sometimes I'll make a roast just to have the protein in there, or meal prep chicken. But that's just like side stuff that like I'm eating. That's not like stuff that we're using for meals.
Yeah.
So.
It can. I mean, it can definitely be expensive.
Yeah.
And especially this, like right now at this particular point in history, where it's like I feel like I'm not buying anything, and it's still $50 just to walk into the grocery store.
Same. Yeah.
Like, and that's just to get a couple of non-essentials.
Yeah.
Like this is not even a meal. Like I just bought cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot because I'm already buying, groceries for 3 of us, and then to buy my stuff, extra stuff that's like the more like meat's expensive, produce, organic produce. I try to get organic, like that's like more expensive. So
yeah, I think it also depends on what you consider expensive. So like, I mean, you can get a bag, 5 pounds of chicken breast for $8 at Walmart. I don't know if that's helpful. It's also not. It's not good.
Yeah, I don't think I wouldn't eat that, and I don't think my kids would either.
I won't anymore either.
So yeah,
that's especially going to an actual meat market now.
Yeah.
But to me, the trade off isn't as much as you would expect. Like, don't get me wrong, groceries are expensive, but like now I buy 3 pounds of meat from the meat market that's locally sourced and delicious, and it's $7.99 a pound. So like, or I'll get 2 pounds. So I'm spending the same amount of money for that bag. The difference is that bag is 5 pounds, but I would still use it because they're smaller and grosser. There's a lot of parts that would come off. I'd still go in the same length meal wise. Like I'm still gonna eat this 2 pounds of chicken for 4 days, just like I would this 5 pounds. Like it's not any different. Except this chicken tastes way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever want to go back.
Yeah, I never ever went there. I never went there with like the frozen chicken breast or any of that. I always just bought fresh meat.
Yeah.
And I never even put it in the freezer either because I shop every week, so it's just constant rotation.
I think that's smart.
I think it's a lot of work, kind of.
It is. It's definitely a lot of work, but I think that it's better food. Like I hate freezing things.
Yeah.
I've been freezing mushrooms lately because they actually return very well. But then I forget I have them because I never look in the freezer.
Yeah.
And then I'll throw some in the freezer. And I'm like, God damn it! I've got these mushrooms in here, turning into more fungus. But I don't know. But you say you've been going to the gym, like?
Yes, I've been to the gym.
What are you doing at the gym?
Treadmill. I do the stairs
Yeah.
for at least like 5 or 10 minutes when I first get there. I'll do the treadmill at the end, and in the meantime, I do like the circuit of machines.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So you spend like 45 minutes, hour there?
Yeah, like an hour.
Nice.
Yeah. And I can't take all the credit because my son does come with, so
Yeah.
he helps it
You
be a
guys go
little
together?
easier. Yeah, it helps
That's
it
exciting.
have a little buddy, like we're
Yeah.
going to the gym later. Yeah.
I think anywhere you can lean on somebody, I think is nice. Like it's
Yeah.
nice to uplift and try to help
Yeah.
which is the opposite of
Yeah. Well, that's another thing. It's like now he thinks he's a gym bro, so it's like he's like, buy more protein. It's like, bro, I'm broke.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Tell them to get a job.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just like being mindful of all that, like even not buying any shit, just making sure that I buy all healthy food, like the organic Greek yogurt, it's $7 a tub. I go through 2 or 3 of those a week.
Sure. But why? What are you getting out of the organic part of that?
Less carcinogens in my food.
You said it right the first time.
Less toxins.
Yeah. Is that true though?
Yeah, science says it is. So
Science says it is?
yeah, pesticides and like glyphosate and all that stuff is like carcinogenic. That's
Yeah.
all stuff they give to feed and spray on our food and all that stuff. So
Sure. Potentially. I'm always curious because I've watched just as
what's
many
the conspiracy theory and what's
Well,
not?
I've watched just as many documentaries
hear that.
that are pro organic that are like it's just a word on a thing to charge you more money. So it is one of those things that we're never going to know for real Because I wonder if you can buy something that you know. It's like with the meat. Like I did it in cheese. I did this with my mom because she was like, "We're gonna make roast beef," and I was like, "Well, we need good mozzarella cheese for roast beef." And she's like, "We have
Roast beef. Do you put it like on a sandwich?
yeah,
Is
like
that
a
why you
roast
need
beef.
the cheese?
Yeah,
Okay.
like when you get like an Italian beef."
Okay.
And she's like, "We just get shredded cheese from the store." And I'm like, I showed her because I have some in the drawer, and I'm like, "Look at this paragraph of ingredients.
Yeah.
I want mozzarella cheese. There's nothing in here that should be in mozzarella cheese. Like I'm not afraid to use that because it's on such a minute level that I'm not worried about it. But I want something clean. And that's the same thing with the meat. Like I know where this meat comes from. I know what's going on in it. So to me, I care more about where it's coming from because knowing where it comes from, I know what's going into it, as opposed to something that just says this is organic and sight unseen. Because I think it's hard, as you know, to buy for a family of clean quote unquote clean ingredients.
Yeah.
But like
expensive.
at the end of the day, you're hoping for the best, but spending 3 times the amount of money. Because that's what.
But I can't
gets me.
but I believe the science, so I can't in good conscience buy the
But
conventional
But
stuff.
you're saying science, but it's not science. The science is yes, if you're getting organic stuff is better, but there's no science saying you're getting
But
organic stuff.
they've done studies on like the Roundup and the shit that they spray on our.
Right, but there's nothing saying that that's not going into everything in general, because you have to look at the FDA regulations of what organic means.
Like, are you saying because some organics have like overspray from non-organic farms?
Right. Well,
and that
also,
kind of stuff?
and also companies like Monsanto have monopolies on seed used, but that are genetically modified and still be considered organic.
Okay.
Because, like I said, the FDA controls what organic means, and so it's not even about like us and conspiracy theories. It's about the people in charge changing the definitions, like sugar. Prime example. Sugar-free, but it's got a dozen sugar replacements in it. Like those are still triggering anything sugar would trigger, but they get away with saying it's sugar-free.
Or worse.
Or yeah, but it's the same. To me, it's that same idea of we're saying this is organic, but we control what organic means. So it's like, okay, it's.
So like, what argument are you making? Don't buy the organic, buy the conventional shit.
I think it depends on what you're buying.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you when it comes to like fresh produce.
Yeah, because
you can see
if it's like you have the same care about like the quality of your ingredients.
But
like
where it breaks down for me is like I said, if I'm buying grapes, I would prefer organic grapes because I know what that film feels like, and I'm like, this feels gross, and the organic stuff doesn't have that.
But you're saying that it could. It's just a word.
But that I can at least be like,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going off my own like ridiculousness of I don't feel it
Okay.
or see it.
Okay.
Also, you're gonna go home and wash them.
Yeah.
So, why does it matter one way or the other if you're gonna go home and wash it? Like a Greek yogurt, to me, that's like you can read the ingredients. Like, what's the difference between the organic and the $4 less one?
Antibiotics, antibiotic free, glyphosate free, whatever other chemicals. I mean, I'm not a bioengineer. I don't have all the names off the top of my head, but yeah,
do you buy organic milk?
I go on and off.
Really?
I can't afford it all the time. It's like $6 or $7, $8 a gallon. But
Right. Yeah, and it feels like it goes faster.
but no, I mean, I buy whole milk. I don't buy any skim or 2%. I want the whole thing.
Yeah.
I buy real butter, heavy whipping cream. I don't buy any coffee creamer. I use like heavy whipping cream.
So good.
I buy grass-fed beef, not organic, but I buy the no antibiotic ever, like chicken and meat. Organic produce when I can. There's some that are like the Dirty Dozen.
Sure. That
you say definitely buy organic. Some that aren't sprayed with as many chemicals that are okay.
Yeah.
But I try to be mindful of all the info I've gathered in my years of rabbit holes.
I think it's great. It's just if it is unnecessarily expensive. and that's the part that bothers me.
But you're putting an adjective like unnecessarily, which is so subjective.
Well, no, the expense is unnecessary. There's no reason for the stuff to be marked up that high.
Okay.
As far as
well,
whether
because it's more expensive to produce than the cheap shit. That's why
right, potentially, yes.
Yeah.
Because there's plenty of problematic things with normal stuff, but to me, I don't. If I have the money, sure, but if I don't have the money, I can't worry about it because I have to eat.
Yeah.
I guess that's what it comes down to. Is I would like it to be this way, but and I guess I don't really. I try to stay away from most processed things in general. I don't really come across a lot of processed bullshit that would have been a problem in the first place.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't really affect me. Also, because I don't have to feed a family. Lucky me. For now. Wait, no, I'm too old to have a family.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
No.
If I had a family now, I would be plugging into one, and then they would always hate me.
That's not true either.
What?
Women can produce up into their 50s. Men
Is
can
that true?
produce. Yeah, they can produce sperm until they're like 80s, man.
Well, yeah, but like I've always hoped or thought I was sterile. So.
Okay. So far, you're doing good. If that's the goal.
So far, I avoid women altogether, and I think we're both grateful for that, them and me.
That's funny.
Yeah. What else do we have to talk about?
I don't know. I'm stuck on the
Still
you
reeling.
don't believe in organic and non-organic. I'm like,
It's
what?
not that I don't believe in it.
But you're saying like, don't bet on it.
I wish that I don't want to be.
And I'm
saying
you
that
have
either.
to bet on it because you
No.
can't bet on it being a hoax.
I guess what I don't want that to be the takeaway, because my
lot of pushback.
Yeah, well,
on it.
pushback is healthy. It's more a matter of like if it's too expensive, don't do it.
But if the goal is good health, that's an expense.
Then it becomes like you've already said with other stuff.
Like I don't want to have like a nice body full of fucking tumors.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that's the kind of shit I worry about with that stuff.
Who do you know that is riddled with tumors because they don't eat organic?
The instances of cancer have gone up so much in like our parents' generation.
Sure.
That's the generation that was introduced to all the processed shit and all the chemicals.
The probability's gone up.
By like association. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, the probability of it happening has gone up. But like how I don't know, I guess it's just that's gone up in every aspect of our existence that I feel like
But stop. Let's stop.
Okay.
Because we've talked about this.
Sure.
We've talked about how the FDA, it's like not even a real thing.
Right.
We know that. They literally, the shit that they come out with is like not even real food.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that shit's getting way more prominent.
Right.
That wasn't happening when we were 4 years old.
That's kind of my point.
That's
though.
what I'm saying is
Yeah.
let's stay away from that shit.
Right, but they also control what organic means on a label. That's what I'm saying. Is the same company that we agree is like full of shit in the first place controls what organic means and how you can slap it on a label.
Yeah,
that's what.
But it just means that there's at least some standard of like production.
Right, we hope.
Yeah.
Because
True.
If it was a matter of you're growing vegetables in your backyard, nobody could argue with that. Obviously, most of us aren't going to produce our own meat and slaughter animals, but you can do there's local places that do that here, or within a few mile radius of here, so you can realistically get locally sourced things that aren't going through that.
But do you really dig in? Like what's considered normal is pumping our cattle full of antibiotics and like all of that shit. So it's like just because you're getting something locally doesn't mean that it's like necessarily better than the stuff you're getting from Jewel.
Sure, but you can literally go to the farm and visit them, or look at their website and see that they're not, or whether they are or not doing that. One thing that is true is that you do have to have that information available. That's at least a law. But other than that, like, and again, this isn't. I feel like we're arguing about organic, but to me, that's not the issue. The issue is the regulations.
Which we both agree are bullshit.
Exactly. Like, we're arguing about nothing because
Yeah.
we do agree.
Fun.
Because I'm
Good
100%
times.
with you. If I had the money, yeah, I would also be buying. Now I've put that money towards.
I don't have the money, but I have the guilt if I don't.
Do you find that more for feeding your kids or yourself also?
Both. Because now
Yeah.
I feel like it's like when you know better, you do better. And I feel like I'm not going to know, like what I have come to think is poison. I'm not going to knowingly buy that.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. But you
It just sucks because.
you literally just a few
it's
minutes
just-
ago were like, if you're going to eat McDonald's, eat McDonald's. You know McDonald's is poison.
Yeah, you know damn well.
But you still do it.
I don't bring it into my home.
Sure, but like, I mean.
But like at the grocery store, yeah, that's different than, hey, we're out, let's grab Portillo's.
Right.
I don't go buy McDonald's to stock in the fridge for the week. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like a treat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And yeah, it's like, hello. There's so many things that it's like, yeah, it's definitely not good for you that I'm not going to not ever eat again, but
Right.
it's about balance, I guess.
I think that's a good point. Is it's about balance, and that's where I'm at. Is
It's about effort too.
I'd rather spend more money on this quality meat and save some money on these other things.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to make those same choices wherever you have to make them for whatever food you have to buy.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same exact.
But I'm resentful. But I'm resentful of it because
Yeah.
it shouldn't be that freaking expensive. And we shouldn't have to make the choice of the gym membership or the good meat.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's
agree.
bullshit to me.
I agree completely. I think that I can't believe that the fact that we have a regulatory system that isn't in our best interest is absurd.
I think about that every single day.
It's crazy.
It's like, why is this stuff allowed?
Right. Because it's
And people think, oh, it's not that way. They would never. People have so much trust. It's like, no, it is allowed.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it with the regulations in other countries.
Yeah.
It's when we have the same stuff, but it's made different there.
Yeah.
Like that should tell you something.
Yeah. It does tell me something, and that's why I don't buy the shit.
Yeah. That was a good argument for us, even though we were on the same page the whole time.
I think that you think organic is a theory, and I think organic
It's not
means something.
No, I think that it is defined by a dishonest organization.
Yeah.
That's in the way that it's put on labels.
True. And
That's what
agree.
I think.
Yeah, I agree with
and
that
I think
too.
that you and I are the same there.
Yeah.
Because I always bought organic when I was buying like more groceries, or when I worked at the factory and stuff and had the disposable income. Now I try to focus on a couple of key clean ingredients and whatever I can, whatever else.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also don't eat a lot of different things. Like I said, I'm very boring. But it works for me, luckily.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So as we're wrapping up this quote unquote fifth episode.
I feel like this one's been so thrown off because of we were on such a good
yeah.
flow. I felt like.
I agree completely. I'll take full responsibility. Coming off of the.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep.
No.
I don't mean to keep doing that to you, but it's just like.
Yeah. Well,
bummer, man. That was.
I was feeling too good about myself in general, so this is good. Yeah, knocked me down a peg for sure. But as we're coming kind of to the close of our 3-month journey here, we'll do one more episode in 2 weeks to get our final measurements and weigh in for the final time and see where we're at there. Is there anything that you're hoping to kick into gear for this last little stretch?
Yes. I feel like I haven't fully 100% committed to like everything all at once. I'm either working out and eating crap or not eating but not working out.
I guess realistically, I'm in the same boat. I don't feel bad about it, because eating has been my focus in general because it was the hardest part going into it for me. It's like if you squish us together, we'd be one healthy person.
Yeah. I'm just sick of feeling like trying and feeling like I'm not seeing any result. So I feel like I have to step up the trying to the next level. So I hope to get to that point. I hope to get to myself committed enough to where I start feel like I notice a change.
Do you feel comfortable committing to the next 2 weeks of not having any sugar?
No, I feel like I'll totally cheat.
Why?
Because I feel like I suck
You don't suck.
at that.
Well, that's a choice. I mean, you're already saying right now, without even trying, that you're not going to make it.
I know. Well, it's like
It also depends on what you consider.
I'm sitting.
cheating.
No, I'm just sitting and I'm trying to think of like what tools do I have to fight that. Like I don't know. I just what's with me that I can't snap out of it and just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll totally stay away from the candy. Like it's like I don't want to lie.
You don't have to lie.
So that's why, man. Maybe that's why I'm afraid to say it. But it's like, why can't I just decide?
I'd be maybe sit with that for a little while.
Yeah.
Because realistically, you've got incredible willpower. You've done plenty of things that
I feel like my willpower sucks.
I know you do. That's the problem. Maybe stop telling yourself that, or maybe sit with that for a little bit. Because think about the things you've done. Think about the things you're doing right now. That's all willpower, bud. Like, you're not just getting thrown opportunities. No. You're busting your dick and making these opportunities happen and taking advantage of them. That's your willpower, and you're unshakable. This is no different. It might feel different, and I understand that, like, if there's sugar around, it's easy to magnetize towards it. But it's no different than how you're successful in every other aspect of your life. Maybe be mindful of that at least. Like, think about that. Because you're fucking killing it everywhere else. You can do this too.
It just seems like so much fucking work, man. I want a break. Oh.
But
I hear you. I appreciate those kind words.
Put a couple of things into practice so you have a little bit of a net. Like what I was saying with what I do with the whipping cream.
Yeah.
Like that's a big one. Like
that
will still feel like a cheat, but it's nowhere near the same as eating a bunch of candy.
No, I'm trying to think of like what tools can I have to set myself up to be able to do that.
Yeah. I love almonds, and one thing I should have changed to that I didn't was I like the honey roasted almonds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I'll probably have to switch back to regular almonds. But then I'm like, but why? I'm not eating them as a meal, and I'm not eating them like ridiculously.
Mm-hmm.
They're a snack, and they're not killing me. So I just eat those.
Yeah.
And those are also the same thing. It curbs that.
Yeah.
Because I'm still getting something that feels delicious and it's good for me.
Do you want to know that you just remind me of something? I feel like I was doing so good because I started like really watching what I'm trying to eat in October. I was doing so good with the sugar. Yeah. And then at Walmart one day, they had those stupid like Swedish fish are like my favorite candy. So I don't know if we've talked about this, but they're like my fucking nemesis.
Yeah.
So they had, it's on the package, it says either like, it's like really low sugar. I feel like it says maybe 2 grams of sugar or something like that.
Serving.
Yeah. But in my head, it's like
perfect.
The bag means 2 grams of sugar. So it's like, so I find myself at Walmart, whenever I go to Walmart, and I go there just to buy like the dog and cat food. I find myself always looking for these fucking candies. Yeah. And it's like, stop doing that. Like, let it go.
So that's
like,
one of the reasons.
But that's not, like, that would not be a good tool. Something like that. Like, I need something that's like not going to throw me full blown binge into the candy again. You know what I mean? So yeah, little stuff like that. And one time when we first started talking, we were kind of like brainstorming kind of like keto things. Sure. Something that is heavy whipping cream with sugar-free Jell-O instant pudding mix is so good, and that's something that like I haven't been keeping around, but that I feel like that did help me when I was
I talked to my sister into making me a birthday cake with that.
Oh yeah,
so I'm looking forward to that.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, hopefully.
But yeah, I feel like maybe trying to focus more on the keto and getting into the keto burning. It needs to be my
have
focus.
Everything you need. Like, you're not missing anything. You're a wonderful person, and you have the ability and the willpower and the drive to do anything. I've seen you do it, all kinds of things.
Well, thank you.
So this is no different. It's just a matter of all that's to it is to do it.
Yeah.
But like you were saying too, though, about going into the Walmart, that's one of the reasons I don't go into the Walmart, and I order everything online. I stick to what I need.
Yeah.
And then I just drive and pick them up, and I never have to go inside.
Yeah.
It's the same thing I do at the comic book shop. As dumb as it sounds, they hold comics for me, like whatever I was prescribed to. So I don't have to go in, because if I go in, I'm going to spend money. So I just go into the cashier. He's got my stuff that I know that I want already, and I never have to look at anything else.
Yeah.
So instead of spending $100, I'll spend my $10 on what I order.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like,
Yeah.
And yeah, using some of the cheats that I use could open the floodgates and just make you want to just jump in the deep end. Completely.
Well, I can't even blame it on that because I'm in the water.
Yeah. Well,
So.
yeah. Well, like I said when we started though too, is I didn't do any of that stuff when we started.
Yeah.
I gave it enough time to where I felt like I think I can handle this.
Detoxed from that.
Exactly, and
Yeah.
the detox part is critical for
Yeah.
me, at least critical.
Yeah.
And that's where now I'm like, all right, I feel like I can handle this, and I'm okay with that. You know, kind of looking a little bit different at things, being like, you know, oh, okay, like I don't mind that it's got 1 or 2 grams. I'm not worried about that because normally I'd have something that's like 56.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff like that. So I'm less concerned about everything.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'm optimistic. I feel good. I think you're gonna be just fine. And I think like I know that I haven't seen any change, but I feel the change. I know that you haven't really seen or felt much change either. But I think that when we do all of our measurements and finally and do our final weight, I think that the measurements specifically, I think, are going to tell a very different story than what it feels like and looks like for us.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. I think that's probably good. Should we call it?
Sure.
Still sad about the last episode?
Yeah, I just feel like I don't know. I think that we're trying to tell a story, and I feel like that last episode. We don't need to talk about it anymore.
No, it's definitely it's like reading a book and a chapter's missing.
Yeah.
And that we couldn't, even if we tried, we couldn't recreate.
Yeah.
That's what's sad because we know what was in it.
Yeah. I'm still stuck on it.
Yeah. But all right, well, we'll check in. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with our final results, and then we'll see how we did. I'm actually proud of us now. Like we've done.
I'm incredibly proud of you. I feel like you've been nailing this. So, yep. Good job.